Monday morning. You can barely see me. You can tell that the days are getting shorter. The sun is now barely peeking this early. There's no point trying to record too much more this early now, is there? It's only been about 10 minutes. It's quite a bit of light change already. Oh, how I could go out for a walk somewhere in this. Still going to be a nice summer's day. Pick this up again a bit later. 28 degrees at the minute. So that, combined with remembering that it's also bank holiday, has killed my plan to go down to Criccieth. Tomorrow afternoon should be decent though, so we'll see what it's like then. For now though, Tesco. And that van's parked in the way of the Tesco sign. See, if I'd hit record when I did the last take, it would have been a better shot there. Oops. 28 degrees out there, 31 in here. Crikey. Right, Tesco trip done. Got myself some milk, some juice. I've gone with cherries and berries this time. And I decided to treat my taste buds to some cereal. So, I'll get that all put away. Oh, I meant to pick up some more Mars bars. Ah well, I think I can maybe fit some yogurts in here as well actually. That's that. God, it's handy having a fridge freezer on your travels. Put the juice somewhere where it's going to fit, because that's always helpful. I'm really going to have to do something about organising these cupboards. Right, you fit in there. And then get my cereal box back out. I think this afternoon is going to be a pretty chill one. I mean, not temperature wise, because that's pretty hot. Not an active one. There we go. I can go in the bin at home. Crikey. I don't remember it filling up that much before on 2 boxes. But I'm not complaining. Right, stick you there a sec. Let's try and get you all fitting. You go in there. And you in there. That should work fine. I think it may be feeding time for these birds. It's, what are we? 18:52, so nearly 7 o'clock, and it feels like it's halfway through sunset already. Autumn is well and truly on the way. Hold on, let me just do up my shorts, pockets. There we go. Yeah, summer's nearly done. It's a shame. Could have done with a couple more months of that. Especially if I got to be by the beach. This also means my late evening walk's going to have to be earlier. Oh. Right, I'm going to talk in a bit when I'm off this road because it's a bit busy. I was going to say look at the light here, but it's gone. There's a cloud got in the way. There we are, it's back a little bit. Look at this light here. Reminds me of summer walks on holiday with mum and dad. Or when I was really young and we still had Meg, the Scotty dog. God, that was a long time ago. That 5-berth caravan. I very vaguely remember Dad and Grandad fitting that with the electrics. The Marauder. See, now I've walked past that bit, the sun's come back out in full force. Right, so currently, as I am recording this, it is Monday, the 25th of August, 2025. I currently have 2 videos of my trip to Wales edited, ready for upload. So I started uploading them last night, late on in the evening. What, 6, 7 o'clock-ish maybe? I got up this morning and the furthest one of them had got, I think, was 30%. And they'd been going all night. So I cancelled that and I tried to do just the one. No, is that what I did? Hold on. Yeah. Cancelled that, tried to upload just one, I think. Or did I leave one going? Whatever. No, I think I cancelled one. I cancelled the one that was due to go up today at 3 o'clock. That's what it was. And I tried to re-upload that one, but I did not set it as a schedule this time. Because every time I try to set a video to upload and then go on a scheduled release, YouTube seems to choke it. So this time I just upload it as private, done. Now, by the time I got home, it still barely got anywhere. So I cancelled all uploads and I tried again. Just the one this time. Should have taken about 2 hours, 45 minutes. A couple of hours later, it was only about 20%. So it's still choked. So I cancelled that. I restarted the laptop. So in case it was on that side, I don't see how it would be, but just in case. And I am now trying again day one upload. I've not put a thumbnail on it, I've not chosen an end title or anything. It's just the description, the title, and I've left it on that first page for uploading. So I'm hoping it's going to do it. So if it doesn't this time, I think the only thing I can do is re-export those videos from DaVinci and try again. But this just seems to be one of those times where YouTube is just choking. And it's really annoying. Because I was hoping for that one to be 3 o'clock this afternoon, the second one to be 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, and then I won't be able to do it today now, but tomorrow edit the third one for 3 o'clock the afternoon after that. And then I'd have this one a day or two later as the follow-up to the trip video. Yeah, those be the YouTube uploading woes. I like the way that the light's hitting those leaves under the bridge. That looks cool. And that bit of light through there. I'll tell you what, if there was something on that hill, a feature, and maybe a bit of light, you could get a good photo out of that. But there's nothing really interesting back there. Right. What I really want to do is walk on up into town and just walk around town for a bit. But it's 7 o'clock, I don't have the time to do that, so I'm going to walk up to one of my viewing hills and then we'll talk about the trip that you've hopefully been able to watch by now. If you haven't, there's 3 videos. Maybe 4. There was Fairbourne, that's day 1. There was 2 days at Criccieth. And then I went climbing afterwards. I haven't started that editing yet. I may go down to churn it for what is now me tomorrow. And depending on how that goes, I might edit them together as one climbing video. We'll see. Right, I'm going to get up here and then we'll talk about how I feel about that trip. Good God, that hill takes it out of me. Whew. There's the world, or my small part of it. I look around here and I see where I went to primary school, see where I went to high school, where Mum used to work, where my grandparents lived. I look back there and it's 2002 to 2007 again. I never actually thought I would ever miss school. But I think I've hit that point where it'd be nice to have a good day back there. Or maybe I just miss being young. I mean, I'm 34, still plenty of time, hopefully. So, that trip. In terms of the van, which drove incredibly well. You know what, I don't think I need this fluffy thing on the microphone, and it's getting annoying on my chin. So that can go for a bit. Right. In terms of the van, altogether I did 282.9 miles. Actually probably a little bit more than that because I zeroed it in at the petrol station. So I had an extra 4 mile, 5 mile maybe. That's 7.4 gallons that I used altogether, which is a certain number of litres. I averaged 37.8 miles to the gallon, which isn't bad really for my van. And all the speed changes there, the 20 mile an hour zones, Jesus. Up and down 30, 40, 50. It's not like there was motorway on any of that. Average speed was 37.8. Oh no, it wasn't, that's the miles per gallon. Average speed was 34.2 miles per hour. So I reckon altogether, the trip there and back cost me £45 and 71p of diesel, which isn't too bad. Then of course there's the parking. That was, you know what, I should have added that up before I did this. What was it, 770 something. Oh, that's the thing, if you use the mobile app, the pay by app, it's an extra 15p parking. I don't get why. I mean, they try to get you to do everything by app these days, but it's an extra 15p every time you ticket or something. Anyway, let's see, where's my parking? Friday. Where did I park on Friday? Oh yeah, Criccieth. Yeah, I went on Wednesday, didn't I? Yeah. So, the first one at Criccieth I paid in cash. That was £3.10, I believe. That was £3.10. I extended that one. Was that not on the Thursday? I'm sure that I extended that one on the app. Okay, for Friday I've got £3.35 parking. Friday it billed me, but I'm sure that's actually the Thursday one, is £1.80 for an extra bit of time. No, it wasn't, that's when I extended on Friday, Saturday, no, whenever. Oh, that's billed out today. That's billed out. Oh, that makes sense, it billed out the next day. Okay. So Thursday then would have been £3.35 because I took out an extra 4 hours, I think. And it was £3.10 for the first 4 hours that I paid in cash. The next day was £7.95 for 12 hours, and I ended up extending that for an extra 2 hours, which was another £1.80. And then I had an ice cream off that vendor guy on the seafront for £3.95. So that's 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So it's probably cost me about 16 to 17 quid in car parking as well on the trip. And then 4 quid for the ice cream. So let's say 20. So that's been about 65 to 70 quid that trip was. For, when did I go? The Wednesday? Yeah. 1, 2, 3. So 2 full days and 2 half days, near enough. So call it 3 days. Not bad altogether. Got all day today, I've just been wishing I was still there, especially in this weather. Would have been nice to be in that sea. yeah, the Saturday evening I came back for a walk up here to look out over the old place. I started over there looking out over the village, and I felt a little bit less attached to it. Because to most people, if you came up here, that would just be a view of that. Whereas to me, that's near enough my life. You know those old early 2000s video games where it wasn't so open world? You had the actual game level and then there's like a graphic around it to make it look like there was more out there. That's how it feels a lot of the time. But coming back on Saturday, it felt like that wall wasn't so hard. But if I don't keep going out and doing stuff like that, it's going to get that way again, which is no good. So in terms of the future, Criccieth is definitely on a return list. Port Maddock could be worth a visit. Betsy Coed, I want to go and look at that. It wasn't worth it driving back through because everywhere's paid to park and I just didn't want to pay to look around for a couple of hours. I'll make that one a day trip. Maybe do Llangollen and Betsy Coed together. Or not even a day trip, maybe a weekend or something. I'll just pick a couple of places like that close by that I can link together into short trips, video that could be interesting. Whitby, I wouldn't mind returning to Whitby. That's been a long time. Yeah, I rather enjoyed that trip. I'd rather do more of that and looking at stuff like this. Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot else to say really. Hopefully when this is up, it's this Friday. I mean, I'm going to take this whole YouTube choking my upload things as it's just helping me to create a backlog of videos. So what I want to try and do, I think, is daily videos if I can. Don't know what of exactly, because it won't all be interesting, but yeah. Still climbing, I'll do some workout stuff. In terms of the van, the LED strips I want to do. Storage and organisation, I need to do something about that. The overhead shelf on the cab, I think I can maybe build like a little cabinet or something into there. I've got a couple of, what are they called? Thingy ropes, the bouncy ones. Come on, word. You know, the elastic rope thing is, why does my brain do this to me? This is a family thing. It's not just me. I don't know, the word's gone. But you know the ones I mean, the elastic ropes with the hooks at the end. And I could build a cabinet thing above onto the shelf over the cab and use them to hold stuff back in, like that tub I've got up there, and just tidy that up a bit. Because I'm just throwing that on the shelf and there's still a load of space there unused and it's just messy, and yeah, that needs sorting. under the bed, I think I'll put a cabinet of some sort there as well. In fact, I might move my books to there. If like directly under my bed, I'll put like a little bookcase thing there, and where my bookshelf above my bed is, I'll segment that into segments, oddly enough. And then I can have one for socks, one for pants, one for something else that I thought about before but can't remember what it is now. This is your fault, Dad. He's probably then going to blame Grandad. Yeah, I keep that shelf a bit lighter. Put my books underneath the bed. Do something about the overhead storage on that shelf at the cab. And then try and organise the cupboards a little bit better. That should work. Overall, I'm really happy with how the van performed. Fixing that switch for the inverter, hell yeah. That made it so much nicer to use. I just want to go away for a few days again now. That's one of the reasons I'm so annoyed that YouTube's choking me at the minute. I want to push this stuff. I want to monetize my channel. One, because I need money to pay for things the same as everyone else. But two, I would love to do that full time. Go out to places like that, make arguably better videos than I can make at the minute. I mean, that FX30 I've still got to learn. But actually go around and just document these little places and put them on for people to see. And I know YouTube's full of people living vicariously through content creators for various reasons. Some that just can't get out and do stuff because of age or illness, disability, or just circumstances. I know that's one of the reasons that I watch Sailing La Vagabond. Probably my favourite YouTube channel at the minute. They put out awesome content and do a very good job, despite having a large following, of not going too clickbaity and keeping it pretty real, really. They share quite a bit of the harder stuff that they go through. What other channels are there? Vancity Van Life. I've not watched him consistently for a couple of months now, but that's another good channel. One of the original van channels that got me into when I was doing my build. Rick Van Man, another English one. Doesn't do as much these days, but still good when he does. Trying to think who else. I don't do a whole lot of YouTubing these days anymore. That made sense. Yeah, I'm going to stop talking soon. Yeah, if I can turn this into just a small stream of income, this may be supplement to something else. Or with something else to supplement that. Something that I can do on the road would be great. Like potentially with some practice video editing. Or photography, videography. That's one of the other thoughts I've had, is get some practice in with my drone and go around and take drone shots and upload them to something like, is it Shutter Space? Websites where you can just put stock footage up and people can buy that and use it in their own documentaries and videos and stuff. Could take a load of video clips, try and sell them like that. Try to get a bit of income through this. If I can get the following big enough, then there's potential for Amazon affiliate links. Oh. it's a start. But the main reason you should be putting stuff on YouTube is because you just want to make stuff. Other than money. I mean, the climbing stuff I do, I film mostly so that I can look back at what I did. So I know what works for me, what doesn't. So I can look at how I climb and what needs tweaking. And one of the reasons it's on YouTube is because that makes it easier for me when I'm out at a crag to watch it. Because it's online, it's just there. I don't need storage space on my phone for that. But also so other people can see it. Some maybe just because of curiosity. Some to see what it's all about, and some to maybe get a look at the climbs I'm doing because they're working them too. And if some people live a little bit vicariously for, 15, 20 minutes or an hour, some of them, then that's cool as well. So if you do enjoy the content, hit that subscribe button, would you? I would like to get 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. Still potentially doable, so long as, YouTube's actually going to upload my videos. Right, this has been a nearly 20-minute ramble, and I've already done about a 7-minute complaining about YouTube down there, so I'm going to cut this one here. Try again tomorrow. I don't know what that one's going to be. It looks a bit wet in the morning. The afternoon might be dry enough to go for churn it. So, what we're on? It's nearly 7:30. I've still got to sort my wraps out for tomorrow. So I'm going to leave this one here. Hopefully it's only Friday, Saturday at the latest of this week, that this one's gone up, because the others have finally gone up. I'm fairly happy with those videos. There's a bit too much camera shake with the FX30. That's something I need to work on in the future. That one was on me, not the camera. Yeah, the other two I think are fine. Oh, this camera. Right, so in the third video, you probably saw I was skimming stones and this fell into the water as the wave hit it because I mistakenly thought the tide was already on its way out. I was half an hour out on that. For some reason, this camera, the microphone stopped working. I stopped being able to transfer to the laptop, it wouldn't come up. I got this working again yesterday. I just got a toothpick out of my penknife and very gently scraped the connectors on the USB port in here, and now it's working fine again. So I don't have to switch out to my other camera, I can keep this one. All seems to be working good. So I'm pretty chuffed about that. That made me feel quite a bit better yesterday. Because mood-wise it wasn't the best of days, being as my holidays were over. And then today I'm just really irked by YouTube. But I'm not going to go on about that anymore because I've done that plenty in this video. So yes, this camera's working fine again. YouTube will eventually get its act together. See, I mentioned it again there, but it'll eventually get its act together and put the videos up. I have started to intentionally create thumbnails for the videos to try and make them more attractive to people scrolling through. And I'm doing my best not to go clickbaity on the titles or anything. I don't want to go that route. So that's the thing. I'm trying to use the algorithm to get views in, but I'm trying not to, follow the algorithm because it just encourages clickbait. And I'd rather not. So it's a slow burn, but it's getting there. So I'm going to wrap this one here, because as I said, it's already 7:30. I've got to do my wraps for tomorrow. And I just want to enjoy this view for 5 or 10 minutes first, with a bottle of water. So be sure to hit that like button. Drop a comment as well, that helps. Any areas in the UK that you'd like to see, or if you're climbers, any climbs that are in the UK that you'd like to see. Or what else do I do? Photography. I know I need to do another photography video. I need to do more photography in general. I'm getting round to that one. So yeah, drop a comment, hit the like button, and if you haven't already, please hit subscribe. And until the next video, I'll leave it at that. Have a good one.